Hey, hi everyone. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry for that false start. I don't know. I'm filming on my phone and I'm watching on my computer, and the computer will tell me that there's been a delay or some issue with my video. And then when I took my phone down, it looked like I'd been disconnected. So I'm going to give a second for everybody to get back on. Technology, don't we love it? Earlier I was saying that I spent a couple hours today trying to figure out how to do my Facebook Lives in landscape, and I thought I had it a couple times and then I didn't. So I don't know what was going on with that. So I'm going to have to work and do a little bit more Google searching and testing and things like that to see what else I can do. Okay, so hopefully we will get people back and we will get started here. I'm kind of waiting to put my phone back up in the holder until I'm sure I've got a decent connection. So far everything seems to be working good. But as I was saying before, I appreciate when you share my video. And when you do that, that helps me grow my business and get more followers on my page and so on and so forth. But when you do share it, please put a comment in the comment section that you've shared, because there's certain people that, like, I'll say it'll show me I've had 10 shares, but I can only see 5 people's names, so maybe those are people who I'm not Facebook friends with. So if you do that, then that'll make sure that I can put you in the drawing. And I don't think she's on here yet, but I wanted to let Vicky Celix, can you see your name there, Vicky? Vicky Celix, you are the winner from sharing my video from last week. Yay! That was the video where we played with the shimmer paint. And as soon as I put my card back up, or my phone back up in the holder, I'm going to show you the cards I made with the items that I was working on last week. So let's give it a try. Okay, let's give it a try. So remember, I used the shimmer paint, I used the white frost, I mixed it with some blueberry bushel, and then I used saran wrap to put it on the Whisper white background. Then I cut out Merry Christmas and a snowflake, and there we go. We got a great Christmas card. So you're going to be getting this one, Vicky. You'll also be getting this card. You can see I used the, what did I use on this one? Mossy Meadow. And then I put gold shimmer paint on my stamp and stamped it on top, and it gives the tree a cool effect. You'll be getting this card too. And this is the final card I did. If you recall, I simply painted the copper shimmer paint right onto the stamped image, and then this is the card I came up with using that. So you'll get all 3 of those cards, Vicky. You'll need to send me your address so I can get those out in the mail to you. Okay? I'll also send you a message when I'm done here. So I really do send out the cards because I do appreciate that you're sharing my video. So today we're going to make a cool card. It's kind of a fun fold. I don't know exactly what it's called. I've heard it called an accordion card, but you can see it's got multiple places where you can put a greeting, a sentiment, writing. This kind of card, I think, is really great when you're sending a card from a group. Maybe it's a farewell card for someone who's retiring. Maybe it's a group gift. Maybe it's a someone who's sick and everyone at work's getting together to send the card. So in this one, I mean, you could put a white panel here and have even more space, but I thought this was just perfect. And I like this because then you get to see the back side of our very pretty designer series paper. I'm going to show you some of the embellishments I used on this card. These come out of the Share What You Love embellishment kit, which is on page 198 of the annual catalog. And in that little box, let's see, let me put it here so you can see it. You get two different kinds of twine. You get some white pearlized twine, and you get some, I believe that's Tranquil Tide Baker's twine. I'm going to actually use that on the card that I'm going to do today. You get those two spools. You get a little pack of embellishments here that come with these really pretty, if I can get it open, come on. There we go, there we go. Pack of these little bitty paper clips. Some of them are in, I guess, silver, and I think this is like a grapefruit grove. Then you get these really pretty metal rose embellishments that already have adhesive on the back. So they're great. And then the kit also comes with some labels. Get 4 of these small labels that punch out. Those pretty. On this one I used it to thread the paper banner through that I stamped my sentiment on. Or you get 8 of those. I don't know why I said 4. You get 8. It's 4 of these that you get then, the larger ones. They're white on both sides. And I use that one on the back here and just kind of sponge the edge with some grapefruit grove just to kind of make it stand out. So that's a nice little embellishment set that I think might be overlooked in the catalog. Okay, well, let's get started here. And this is a great way to use your designer series paper. We don't want to hoard it, we want to use it so we have a reason to buy more, don't we? Okay. We're going to be using my scoreboard here. Let me get my measurements. Okay. This is some other paper out of this same set of DSP that this one came from. And you cut this designer series paper at 5.5 by 11.5. Okay, so I've already done that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the scoring board, or if you have one of the Stampin' Trimmers, it has a scoring attachment on it, and we're going to score it. Got a little tip for you. This is the score that comes with the scoreboard. Put it in on a little bit of, this is an old bar of soap I got from a hotel or something, and it just makes it, the stylus go so much smoother. So, the DSP, we're going to score it at 4.5. Then we're going to score it at 5. 5 3/4. 6.5. And 7 1/4. So you start at 4 1/4, and then you score every 3/4 of an inch. So at 3/4 inch increments. Now you don't have, I suppose you could do this without a scorer, but you know what? One of my scores is not right. I'm off. Hold on here. We can do this again. I was supposed to score at 4 1/4, not 4.5. But you know what? That will not be a problem, because that'll be hidden on the inside. Knew that didn't look right. Okay. So, what you're going to do then is you're just going to fold it back and forth. And there you go. Now I'm going to use my bone folder and make sure I get a good score, or a good fold, good crease on all of these lines. And then then I'll show you what it looks like here so you can see what we did. There we go. Okay. So can you see that? Just kind of have it looks a little bit like a W or an M. So what we're going to do first is adhere. I have 2 pieces of, in this case I used the Very Vanilla. This is 5 inches by 3 3/4. And we're going to adhere it to the back side of the back panel of our card. Kind of center it. Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to put some adhesive on one side of the panel that's going to be kind of like the page. And for something like this, I would use tear tape because it's much stronger and is going to adhere much more securely on something that, you know, and on something that's going to get a lot of movement like this does. There we go. I always like to burnish that down just to make sure it gets... Okay, we're going to take our strip off, our backing off of that tear tape. Okay, we're going to insert it right in this little groove. But we want it to line up with the back panel that we've already installed, that we've already adhered to the back of it. So, there we go. There we go. I'm just going to burnish it down really well. Burnish it right here. Okay, so there we go. We have our page attached. So now we're going to put another piece of tear tape right here to secure this side. Just like that. Burnish it down. And it's almost done. Now, all we have to do is put tear tape on these 2 pieces to adhere this. So I'm going to put this right here. And we'll just do the other one. And then the card base is all done. This tear tape is great. Make sure this is burnished on down real well. There we go. Has anyone thought about Christmas cards? Getting Christmas cards made yet? I tell you, I kind of have. See, there's my score that I did, the one that was in error, but you know what? It's not even going to show because it's actually on the back side. And so there we go. There's that. Now all we have to do is dress the front, decorate the front. So that was pretty simple. Nice card. Again, you could put another panel here on the front if you wanted. You could put another fold in it if you want, but you'd probably need a little to adhere 2 pieces of DSP together because I think you might run out of space. Okay, so I'm going to use my Tranquil Tide ink stamp pad. Whoops. There we go. I'm going to use the stamp from Petal Palette that says Life is so much better with you in it. So that could be a good kind of sentiment for many things. Let me just, there we go, good. Okay, so let's put that, it's hard to see here. There we go, life is so much better with you in it. My Tranquil Tide ink pad is very juicy, so I'm going to let that dry for just a second. And then I'm going to use this for some of the embellishment. And if I didn't have any DSP, I wanted to put some DSP on here, but I didn't have anything that looked quite right. So in this, on one side I stamped with the polka dots, and on the other side I used this little flower to decorate it, kind of making my own DSP. And look at that, I made an oops, but you know what? It's not going to make any difference because it's going to be covered up by our sentiment. So I think I'm going to go with the flowers just to continue on with the flower theme. And put that on here like this. Oh, I know what I needed to do, doggone it. Okay, I'm gonna make this a banner. Okay, let's put this in the banner punch just to cut the end of it out. I have the tape, the part I already taped on the bottom. The piece flew and hit me and stuck on my shirt. There we go. Okay, there, that's better. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to attach this onto here. Like this. Okay, we're not done with that yet. Okay, this is the front of the card. I'm going to put that right on there. Go. I'm going to use some of this twine that was in that embellishment kit. I love these scalloped ovals because they make it really easy to do things like this, like wrap the twine around a couple of times to get a little bow. Let's see, let me cut this. With ribbon, I don't usually have to tie a knot first, but with twine, I like to tie the knot. There we go. There we go. Let me see here. Kind of have to play with it a little bit, but there we go. There we are. Okay, move that around just a little bit here, I think. Move that up. There we are. Well, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay, we'll leave it like that. I'm going to trim that end, those ends off a little bit, and that'll lay flat here. Let me fix that one side. It's kind of wonky. Okay. Might even be able to attach that down with a bit of a glue dot. So then what I'm going to do, adhere this to the front with a couple of dimensionals. Really don't need a lot of dimensionals, just a couple. Let's see here. Bingo, there you go. There you go. Life is so much better with you in it. You've got a place for several people to sign or for you to write a longer note. So I hope you liked my video. Hope you liked my card. Please share my video, and when you do, make sure that you comment in the comments shared so that I can include you in the drawing. And Vicky Celix, you were the winner for last week's cards. Those were the cards I made using the shimmer paint. I'm going to get those out to you in the mail, but I need your address, so please be sure and send that to me, okay? Thanks everyone, and thank you for watching my video. Let me know if you got any questions, and I do appreciate your sharing my video. Have a great day. Bye now.